Hey everybody, this is Beelit, and this is the last episode of MKX Online before the netcode patch. So, this was quite a fun little match here. This guy was mashing armor relentlessly. So it really came down to whether or not I baited the armor. And if I did, he was dead. And if I didn't, then I was gonna get hit. And then random stuff was gonna happen online and delay and freaking crap. I used the option select there, the Scorpion option select off of 214, but a little piece of information for you guys, that is gone. The option select off of 214. He can still do it off of 114, but yeah, he can't do it off of 214 anymore. And there's the armor. I thought that he was done. I thought that I had sent a message, but I had not, apparently. He didn't care. And there's actually a brutality on that now. Link in the description to the throw brutality for Scorpion in the new update. So I think there's one more match against this guy, just because, you know, why not? It was quite a fun time. So yep. Oh gosh dang it. So I will be dropping ninjutsu. I guess I should go ahead and talk about this. One of the things that I liked about ninjutsu was that he played the game not completely honestly, but far more honest than a lot of characters in the game. And most of the stuff that he used to hit you was based off of like footsie kind of stuff. You know, he had a down 4, which was really good, and he would use it a lot to try to set up run pressure. His forward 2 was good. You could take down backdashes, you could blow up armor with it, it had good range, and you could go into a full combo punish. His overhead was kind of lacking. It was like 27 frames or something like that. But you know, it could be used. You know, it would mostly be dependent on the opponent just not being aware. Ninjutsu Scorpion's his biggest strength came from his throws. You would just use throw so much that the opponent would then try to tech a throw, and then you would hit him with something big. That was the biggest strength that he had. Because his starters were unsafe, he kind of had to take a risk in that front. So generally the opponent would just crouch block, and then you would just try to hit them with throws a lot to try to get them off. I'm actually playing Kenjutsu here, just so you know. You would hit them with throws a lot just to try to get them to start pressing a button, so that you could then go for your low, or go for the 214, go for your just regular strings and option select in. But now his forward 2 is overhead. The second hit is overhead, and it's really good. It's reactable, yes, but it's not that reactable. It's not a free reaction. It's gonna catch a lot of people. It does catch a lot of people, and I don't like him having that. I think it's a bit too much. The buffs that I really wanted for Scorpion would be for him to just have something that's plus. You know, and it doesn't have to be crazy plus, but just something that's plus, because when he gets in, he's almost forced to go for, you know, the mix-up stuff, because he didn't really have any other options. I just kind of did it because I mean, I didn't care. I had plenty of health and plenty of meter. Well, actually, no, sorry, that was his meter. I just did it because I had plenty of health. I wanted him to have some kind of option to where he didn't almost have to go for the mix-up every time that he got in. That was really what I wanted for Scorpion, and I would have been completely fine with Scorpion at that point. But what they did was they did what I wanted. They gave him the ability to be plus, but then they also made the forward 2 an overhead. And now I feel like I'm getting away with far too much, and I feel like the overhead, the forward 2 I should say, is covering too many options now. You know, before it was a good footsie tool. It would catch people pressing buttons because it had good range and you could combo off of it. It was good at taking down armor. It was pretty good at taking down armor. You had to have the right timing for it. You had to know what was coming. It had to be, you know, something fairly slow. You weren't going to freaking blow up Sub-Zero Slide very easily, and you certainly weren't blowing up Reptile Slide very easily. So it could deal with armor. It was a good footsie tool. Kept people kind of honest. You could use it for, you know, backdashes in some certain situations. But now, it being an overhead as well feels like a bit too much to me. I feel like it's just doing too much, and you're not reading the same way that you were before, you know. And so I don't feel satisfied with the character. You know, I feel like I'm getting away with too much. I feel like I'm playing too much of MKX, you know, when I'm playing ninjutsu. So I'm dropping ninjutsu for that reason. I feel like they buffed him and put him into a situation where he's not working the way that I want him to work. So I'm actually moving on to Cyber Smoke, who I think is a better character as far as viability goes. He's far more fun as well, but he kind of functions in a similar way to Scorpion, and I like that. I've grown fond of the Vortex when it comes to MKX. I just kind of have a different mentality, I guess, towards MKX. It's more about just whatever in MKX. If it was a game I was going to take seriously, you know, a game that I wanted to really enjoy and to be good at, I would hate all the Vortex crap. But I'm just playing MKX for fun. You know, it's something that I just pop in because I can play it pretty easily, as far as execution goes, and it looks nice. You know, I'm not expecting too much from it. I'm just letting it be itself, you know. So I'm really excited to show you guys some of the Cyber Smoke gameplay, some of the cool freaking netcode that they have in there. That stuff is coming very soon. This was the last video for MKX before the netcode patch. I am so excited, guys. The netcode is good. MKX is finally playable after a year of release. A year after release. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.